Guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to make a new recipe I've never made before, so I'm going to make it live with you guys, and it's a French onion chicken casserole. It sounds pretty good. Why not? Something new. Try it. Let's see if we like it, and let's get into this. Can't wait. Okay guys, we're here at our dredging station. I got salt and pepper in my flour. It's all-purpose flour, and it's like 1.5 cups of flour. Got it all mixed in here. And at the end, in the video, I'll have Farron place the recipe so you can make it, or you can write it down while I'm doing this. I have 2 eggs in this bowl. We're going to scramble it. Okay, I think that might be good. And in my plate, I cut 2 boneless, skinless chicken breasts in half. And then I pound them thin, okay? So there's 4 of them there. And my next bowl, I'm going to use stovetop stuffing. Okay? It's a savory herb. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my little meat hammer thing. And I'm going to pour it all in this bag. And we're going to crunch them down a lot smaller than what they are. That way, we can make a different breadcrumb instead of using panko, okay? I think this would come out pretty good. I mean, they are a little small, but they're a little bit too big for what I want. So, everything goes in. And I'm just going to pound it. You can probably put this in your blender or food processor. Okay, I think that's good enough. Everything out of the bag. Okay, and I have a little pan over here, and I'm going to go and set my air fryer on it that's built into my oven for at 380. So if you guys have air fryers, go ahead and preset them now and at 380 and let them warm up. Or you could cook these in your oven at 380, and it's going to only be a few minutes. So either way, you could do this. Okay, and you can par cook these, get it nice and toasty, because you're going to cook the rest of it later on back in the oven and then under the broiler. Okay, so let me go preset my oven. Okay, guys, Let's get this show on the road here. And I put them on these towels, on these napkins I had, to help dry them. And we're just gonna dredge them in the flour. Then egg. And I probably might need more egg later. We'll see. Then into our stovetop stuffing mixture and just get it all drenched in there on both sides. And then put them on our cookie sheet. And we'll go to the next one. Noise in the background is Dillinger and Cinnamon playing Chase Me. For an 12-year-old cat, she moves right along pretty good. Get this little piece here. All right. And we're gonna use all 4 pieces, and you can use a 9x13 glass baking dish, or whatever big pan you have. I'm using a skillet that is oven safe to cook mine in. To bake it, I should say. But I am going to use another skillet to get this all going. Oh, I'm making a mess. Okay. So next, we're going to put them on a different cookie sheet. Let me clean up my hands and clean up this mess, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay. So, what I was talking about, I have another cookie sheet with a cooling rack inside. I'm going to spray it. Spray it down so that it doesn't stick. And I'm going to spray the top of this chicken just a little bit. And I'm going to flip it over. Okay. Just like that. in the air fryer. It'll help crisp it up some. Same thing with this one. A little piece. Okay. Here's a little piece. And now I'm just spray a little bit on the tops of these. And then we're going to put it in our oven. One side, we'll cook it for 3 minutes. And then we'll take them out and flip them and cook them for another 4 to 5 minutes, okay? Okay, so we're going to put them in our oven. It's nice and preheated. And I'm going to set the timer for 3 minutes. And in this pan, we're going to turn it on at a medium high. And I'm going to put some oil in it, along with some butter. And in my bowl here, I have 4 large onions sliced. And we're going to saute those up. And we're going to use some butter. I'm going to put in about 3 tablespoons because we got a lot of onions there to caramelize. So I'm just heating up this oil, getting it ready. And this is a heavy bottom pot. So we're going to just let that melt, get all nice and bubbly. And the air fryer is about to go off here in about a minute. For the first 3 minutes. And they're still playing. I did have a little air fryer that I had, but since we bought this oven that has a built-in air fryer, I'm like, I don't need to. And actually, this is the first time I'm using this air fryer. Imagine that. Okay, our butter's getting melted. Okay, now we're going to take out the chicken. I'm going to leave it in there for a few more minutes. I'm going to do about 3 more on that side because they were kind of big. Okay. Alright, now we're going to put in our onions. And any pieces like this, whole, punch them out. If you see any. And this is all sweat down. I'm gonna add some salt. And I have them on about a medium. And this is going to take a minute. To get going. Okay guys, taking them out. Move this handle around. You see they're getting nice and brown. And I'm going to flip them. You see? Alright, I'm going to put them back in the oven for about another 4 to 5 minutes. And I'll bring you back. And these have wilted down a lot. And just turn them every now and then. Okay guys, I'm gonna take out the chicken. And look how nice they are. Okay, we're going to set these to the side. Just let them sit there and rest. And I'm going to turn off the air fryer. And I'm going to preset my oven to 350. That's pretty cool. Okay, I'm going to stir around my onions. And they've wilted down a lot. Okay guys, next what we're going to set up, I melted some butter. I'm going to add some granulated garlic into it. And we're going to mix this up. And in this bag I have when I bought a baguette, I had them slice it for me. So we're going to put a bunch of them on this tray. And we're going to butter them on just on one side. And then put them in the oven for about 10 minutes. Okay? While the onions are cooking down. Okay. So this is what we're doing. And if you need more butter, melt it. And just keep going until you get them all covered. Because we're going to put these in a 350-degree oven. I'm going to do all the big pieces. I'm going to need to melt some more myself. Okay, we're going to pop these in a 350 oven for about 10 minutes. And caramelized onions are almost done. And I'll bring you back to the stove. Okay, guys. The caramelized onions are very well caramelized. I'm going to turn them on about a medium-low for right now. I'm going to add a little bit more butter to them. And let that melt. I turned them off so they wouldn't scorch. I mean, there's a few dark pieces, but that's okay. We are going to transfer this into a different pan. I'm going to let these heat up, and we're going to add some thyme and white wine. And the wine I'm using is this one. And we're only using a half a cup in this recipe. So we're putting it in, sprinkling in some thyme. And we're going to add our wine in, a half a cup. Okay, and the alcohol will cook off. And then remember I told you to reserve that flour that you didn't all use to about a half a cup. We're going to sprinkle that in. And we're going to cook this for about a minute or so. Okay. And our bread has about half a minute left to go. So we're going to cook this more. Well, get all this off my spoon. Perfect. And then we're going to add in 3 cups of beef stock. And I used let me get these out. Put these over here. Cool off a little bit. And I use better than bouillon. So we're going to pour in about a cup at a time and stir it in. And I have this down about almost a low. So the wine and the beef bouillon marries together. And while I'm doing that, I'm scraping up the bottom of the pot there. Everybody in. Okay. I'm gonna let this cook a little bit. A little bit thicker. Okay. And check over my notes here. We're going to let this simmer for about 5 minutes. Okay, I got it on low. We're going to let it simmer for about 5 minutes. Then we're going to add some parsley, either fresh or dry, okay? And then we're going to start building our skillet. And like I said, I have the oven on 350. And we'll be baking this off for about 25 minutes. And then we're gonna put it under the broiler for a couple minutes, okay? Get it nice and toasty. So we're gonna let this simmer here. And I'm gonna get my other pan ready while we're off camera so I can make some more room. Okay, I'm going to turn this stove off, and we're going to sprinkle in some parsley. And we're going to take you over to the next counter so I'll show you how to assemble this so I have more elbow space. Okay guys, I already pre-oiled my pan. I'm going to take some of these baguette pieces and I'm going to lay them around the pan. I'm going to use about half. Okay. Like so. All right. So let me move this out of the way. And then I'm going to take some Swiss cheese. Some slices here. And remember, they have paper in between. And I'm just going to lay them all over. And make sure you take the paper off. Okay, now we're going to do something easy. We're going to take our chicken, and can you see what I'm doing here? I'm sorry, the light's pretty bad. We're going to slice it. Okay. And we're going to lay it on top of our cheese. Okay. We're going to try to get all 4 of them in, but it might not work, so you have one for lunch. Because they're already just about done cooking. All you have to do is probably heat it up in the microwave if you have an extra one. And just place the chicken over the cheese and baguettes. Okay. There's one little piece. So I use, since mine were pretty large, I used about 2.5 pieces. And these crumbs, I'm adding in. Okay. There's that. Let me double check my notes. I think yep. Then we're going to put the onion mixture on top. Okay, guys. You ready? Look at this. Oh, my word. I need to go get my spoon. I think I forgot to bring it. Oh my God, that smells so good. better betcha there'll be some freezer meals coming out of this one. Okay. Then we're going to add some more baguettes on top, okay? The rest of them that we have. And like I said, guys, I have never made this before, but it smells delightful. I can't wait. How's that? Isn't that perfect? Then we're going to take some of our Gruyere cheese that I grated, and it was like a little 7-ounce block that I grated, and we're gonna sprinkle this whole bowl all over the top. This is gonna be yummy for the tummy. And this is what we're having for dinner tonight. Farron doesn't know it. Oh, look at that, guys. Isn't that gorgeous? And then we're going to cover this and either cover it with aluminum foil or have a nice lid. I got one with a vent, and it's oven safe. So it's going to go into the oven at 350 for 25 minutes. Okay. Okay, guys. It's going to be coming out of the oven in about 17 seconds. And then we're just going to pull the lid off. I'm going to put it back into the oven under the broiler for a couple minutes till it gets kind of toasty. And then I'll bring it out and we'll serve it up. Okay, guys, look at that. Oh my God, isn't that gorgeous? So I'm going to sprinkle on some parsley. And we're going to let this sit here for a couple minutes, let everything settle down and meld together. Oh, that smells awesome. And I've never had this before. So this is a first. It looks amazing. Okay, guys, I'm going to dish it up. Farron is actually chomping at the bit. It is pretty late for dinner. Look at that nice cheesy gooiness. Oh, man. Heavenly. Look at that, guys. Isn't that amazing? I'm going to give you a taste test. I know it's kind of scorching hot, but hey, you gotta do it, right? So, let's see. I'm going to get a little piece of bread. And a little piece of chicken here. There's some of this onion. Oh my gosh. This is amazing. You guys got to make this. All the flavors. The Swiss cheese, the caramelized onions, the chicken, that savory breading from the stovetop stuffing that we used. This, I think it was Savory. And the Gouda cheese. Well, not Gouda. Gruyere cheese. Oh my gosh. This is a winner chicken dinner. So guys, you know what I'm having for dinner. What are you having? Anyway guys, thanks for hanging out with me today. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. Love you guys. Bye.